More than 30 organisations, including the British Muslim Initiative and the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, are joining forces for Saturday's rally in central London. The demonstration will be the culmination of days of smaller protests around the UK and outside the Israeli embassy in the capital since airstrikes against the Palestinian territory began last Saturday.
The kind of coalition that we've seen, the coming together of people from all strands of British society, has been overwhelming. And I think that the panel today, the top table, actually shows that. People from from across the worlds of faith, from across the worlds of politics, art, music, name it. People have joined. When we talk about faith groups, it's almost absolutely amazing how numerous Jewish groups have come and said that we're not standing for this. This is not in our name. People from the Christian faith, from the Muslim faith, people who don't belong to a religion or a faith. Everyone has joined hands, and this, I think, is what is so great about the campaign.
Celebrities turned up at today's news conference to endorse the weekend's protest and to call for an end to the violence.
A few days after Christmas, I came downstairs, put the television on, and saw smoke pyres emanating from buildings, and it shook me to the core, because I was thinking, as a mother and as a human being, how is this going to be the solution to peace? How are we going to find the answer in this way when you have over 1 million people concentrated in a very small area, and you see this mighty bombing going on, the decimation of children, women, mothers, brothers, fathers? Is this acceptable? Is this the way that we find the solution?
British Prime Minister Mr Gordon Brown has led UK calls for the violence to cease. Britain is also giving £7 million worth of emergency aid to provide urgently needed food and fuel to Gaza. But despite the calls from the international community for a ceasefire, the conflict has continued.
About something different.
I would like to urge Prime Minister Brown to act decisively and use his good offices to prevent the disproportionate and unlawful use of force by Israel against innocent civilians in Gaza. I urge the international community to assure that all crossing points are reopened and delivery of humanitarian aid, food, medical supplies and fuel are resumed.
Protesters will meet on the embankment at lunchtime on Saturday and then head to Downing Street before marching on to Trafalgar Square. Organisers say they expect up to 10,000 people to take part.